When the order to cross the frontier came from the Kremlin, 8 years of Russian military activity on Ukraine's eastern borders came to a crescendo. President Vladimir Putin has officially recognized the independence of 2 breakaway regions and sent his so-called peacekeeping forces in.
Ответ только один.
Their target? The Moscow-backed rebel regions of Donetsk and Luhansk. The 2 oblasts which make up the Donbass have been in the grips of a brutal war between Ukraine's eastern forces and Russian separatists. The conflict started in 2014 and has since claimed 14,000 lives. Conflict erupted in February of that year. Ukrainian protesters drove their Moscow-friendly president from office in what became to be known the Revolution of Dignity. Russia responded by annexing Ukraine's long-contested Crimean Peninsula, which, along with the rest of Ukraine, had been part of the Soviet Union until it collapsed in 1991. The Kremlin has also sought finance and fuel during the conflict in the mostly Russian-speaking East. By April, Moscow-backed rebels had begun seizing government buildings in Donetsk and Luhansk. They also set fire to those in Ukraine's second city, Kharkov. In May, the regions held a popular vote to declare independence and make a bid to join Russia. Ukraine and the West accused Russia of backing the rebels with troops and weapons, but Moscow denied the allegations. Then in July, amid heavy warfare, a Malaysian Airlines flight was shot down over eastern Ukraine. All 298 people aboard were killed. An international investigation found that the plane was brought down by a Russian-supplied missile and that it was sent from the rebel-controlled region. Moscow still denies any involvement. Then, in August, a peace agreement was reached after a major defeat of Ukrainian troops. Known as the first of 2 Minsk agreements, the deal promised that separatist regions could have a degree of autonomy. But it quickly collapsed and the large-scale fighting resumed. This led to another major defeat of Ukrainian forces at Debaltseve in January and February of 2015. In February of the same year, the second Minsk agreement was signed. It required Ukraine to grant special status to the separatist regions, allowing them to create their own police force and have a say in appointing local prosecutors and judges. The peace deal helped end full-scale fighting, but the situation remained tense. The frozen conflict has drained Kiev's resources and effectively put a stop to its goal of joining NATO. But now, with his recognition of these 2 regions as independent, Putin has violated the Minsk agreements, which specifically outlawed it. It's a move that Russia has never made before, and the announcement came on the same day that President Biden and Putin agreed to a possible summit over Ukraine. Biden and other Western leaders have responded with immediate sanctions. But will these be enough to force Russia to change course? To make them effective, the West would have to be in it for the long haul. And as Ukraine rapidly turns into a battleground, time is not a luxury Kiev can afford.